Their husbands will fall victim to America's #1 killer.
4, 5, 2, 3, 4.
Larry Corbett is a two-time winner. He's only 38, has had 2 heart attacks, both of which would probably have killed him had he not been lucky enough to be living in Seattle. His wife, Judy, is a graduate of Seattle's life-saving course.
One of the good things about the CPR class is that when something happens, you feel that you're doing something. And you're not just standing there wondering what to do with yourself and what to do with what's going on in the situation.
I came and laid down here on the couch, and Judy went in to call the doctor or the ACO.
And he said, call the doctor.
Yeah.
And,
go ahead.
Well, it was on a Saturday afternoon, and you can't get a doctor on Saturday, so I called 911 and said it was a heart attack case. And they said, is he still breathing? And at that time I thought he was, because I was just in the kitchen. I walked back in here, and he passed out on the couch and had vomited and was laying on his stomach. And so I moved the coffee table and rolled him over and put his head way back and cleared the vomit and got down on my knees. I was, 7 months pregnant?
Yeah.
And started to breathe in his mouth and pushed it on the chest. And there's I couldn't remember exactly what the combination was. And there's 15 thumps and 2 breaths or something. And I breathed just as hard as I could into his mouth to get some air in, because you have 4 minutes from the time they stop breathing. He was purple from here up. I've never seen anything like it before. And his eyes all glassed over and open and unconscious. And
He was dead, in fact.
I didn't know that, but I suppose he was.
That's what we found.
They said that later. But
It was clinically dead. In the olden days, they covered up your head with a sheet, so it's all over.
yeah, his heart had stopped.
So then what happened? Did he respond to this?
No, and I kept breathing, and then I heard the sirens come, and I kept breathing, and it seemed like it took just forever. The fire department is not too far from here. It's about 6 blocks.
And we considered selling this house and moving out, get out in the country a little more. I'm afraid to do that. I really am. There's no question about it. If I lived anyplace else other than right here in Seattle, where I live, I wouldn't be here running off the mouth now. No question about it. I would never seen my daughter. My son wouldn't have anybody. I wouldn't be here if I didn't live close enough for the Medic 1 and the CPR people to got here and brought me back. They literally brought me back twice.
I have a lady that's in shock or something here.
What's she doing right now?
She just, her head just fell forward. She's in heavy chest pain.
Medic response on F3, 818, Medic 1. 11 Avenue Northwest, Northwest Market Street. Okay, we're on the way.
Medic 1, 32 Northwest Market Street. Medic 1, 32 Northwest Market Street. 50-year-old female, chest pain, unconscious. 818 has arrived.
A woman in her 50s has collapsed. A friend calls 911. One more melancholy statistic in the life of a big city. A part of it most of us never see. It may not be easy to watch, but watch it, for a life is being saved.
Right here? No?
Okay, go.
It's good. We'll slowly turn when you do get it to me. What's going in now?
Okay, this is isoprene.
Okay.
Is that phone right here? Hi, Dr. Farwell. Did you find her in arrest? And then call the department?
This time I got here, the fire department.
Okay. Oh, all right. So you called The husband called?
Bob called.
Okay.
Yeah, Bob called. He said she wasn't in arrest, though.
Okay. You got here, she was in arrest. Okay, the atropine's in?
Atropine?
Yeah.
Said she had breathing problems.
Don, you want to back up there?
Yep.
Okay, turn on the pressure on the recorder, stop compressions.
At the other end of the phone, a doctor is controlling the process, consulting on medication, listening to vital signs.
We shocked her once, we intubated her, we had to put a subclavian in her on the left side because we checked her after we got all the things in. She was in the DF. Okay, we got her back going. We got an idioventricular rhythm again. We got a palpable carotid pressure with a rate of about 60. I don't see any P waves with it at all at this point. No bicarb. And then this is just a TKO at this point.
Okay, I'm going to go. Minutes tick by. The body is not responding.
Just put it upside down. You want me to hit her though? Cigarette first.
A second massive electric shock is given to get the heart started.
Okay, ready? Here goes. Run the strip. Okay, she went right back into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heart. I got a carotid pulse again on that. Yeah, we're tracing every one of them. It looks like we may have some P waves, yeah.
This time, the heart responds. Normal rhythm resumes.
She does have a good, strong carotid. You know, I'm really happy with the carotid, so maybe if we don't get any more, it's pretty good. It really is a good one.
She suffered a major attack, stopped breathing, no heartbeat. Now she is stable, well enough to be transported to a hospital. 5 weeks after her attack, she was convalescing. A week later, she was well enough to go home. This is not unusual in Seattle. 1 out of 4 people whose hearts have stopped, who have been clinically dead, have been brought back to life. That's why we said, if you have to have a heart attack, have it in Seattle. Seattle is not the only city in the country with the kind of emergency response system we've just seen. Jacksonville, Florida is doing it, Columbus, Ohio, Dallas, and Los Angeles, and the suburbs of Chicago. But Seattle has the best system, and it's all done without a penny of federal money. As for training citizens in emergency treatment, the word seems to be spreading, and classes are becoming available in lots of places, sponsored by the American Red Cross and the Heart Association. And a leading cardiologist in Seattle told us that the single most important way of reducing the death rate of heart attack is for you and me, all of us, to learn what to do